Alright guys, what's up? Bringing you another one, this time on the gym land combat type.
Mobile suit team, begin sortie.
That is kind of loud on my side. I'm going to go ahead and turn that down a little bit. Also, don't have my glasses. I'm going to be squinting as per usual when I'm using the models. At least when I'm not streaming, which is on twitch.tv/alwayssonicyt. Link in the description. But, I can't believe I did the one take. But regardless, on to what I find interesting about this suit. Specifically, that this is the level 3 version. I believe this is a 350 rule? So the land combat type's coming in at, well, level 3. Why I find that interesting is because, at least in my opinion, most mobile suits really hit their stride at about level 2. You know, I think this is where they hit their max, their best matchups, where their performance, their matchups, their slots, all that good stuff kind of hits the same wavelength, right? So I think that the level 2 Mark II is like probably one of the best level 2s in the game. I think level 2 G3 is right where it's supposed to be. I think the level 2 Camphor, now that the methods has been nerfed, is really freaking good. It does more damage it has more damage and more health, than the level 1 and all that good stuff, as you would expect something one level up. But truth be told, being up a level, it's only really a slight difference. And you can kind of see that once you start seeing, like, okay, so like level 5 Gundam still does absolutely piss poor damage compared to something like, I don't know what else will kind of be up there. Would that be 600, 550? Yeah, that'd be what? Well, that'd be 600, so I guess you would have to go with something like the dry set. Eventually, you're going to get to the point of diminishing returns with levels, where it's just better to use a level 1 or a level 2 suit at whatever cost you're at. And I think that really starts level 3, because I think the level, like, for example, level 3 Mark II, while I love the level 2 Mark II, I don't really think the level 3 Mark II, sorry, a lot of numbers going around here, really has any business being a thing. Just because it kind of gets bodied by everything at 600. But surprisingly, despite this being a level 3, it's doing pretty well, all things considered. Again, when you go up in levels, generally you get like a 5 to 10% increase in damage. You'll get 1 extra slot in everything, I think, and you generally get a little bit extra health. But I think armor values stay the same.
An allied unit has been destroyed.
So with that 1 extra slot in whatever you can run, that level 2 melee that you were missing. So now that allows you to... That allows what? For 1 less combo to kill things? And this is an interesting one.
Your unit is being repaired.
I think this is a point that kind of pissed me off here, right? So what? We're winning. I was low on health, so I go back to repair, get myself to 10,000. I'm only going to stay by this corner, but they pushed up really fucking hard. And when you're on the spawn screen, you have a top-down view of the entire map. You can see literally everybody. What the fuck was the team doing not spawning to help me? This is an ace match, by the way. This is not an ace match. Meaning if they want to stop a bomb, they have to attack their own base. That's stupid. But here's the good thing. Instead of fighting 3v1, I'm only fighting 2v1, and one of my friends dropped in. I don't know why that third decided to fuck off, but we take those. We killed the support who was already pretty low, and now this guy has no chance of winning. Massive credit to, what is that, the Gundam Marine type? Yeah, massive credit to the Gundam Marine type for actually reading the situation properly and helping a guy out. And, despite us, I'm not gonna say it, because they didn't end up evening it out with one of the guys coming off of our fight into theirs. So I was gonna say something about the one guy who died while Marine type was busy saving my ass, but neither here nor there. But yes, levels. Right. I said, I think that once you get to level 3, that little 5 to 10% boost in your stats really isn't enough to be keeping up with the things you'll be fighting anymore. But down here, I think it's perfectly fine. At least certainly for the land combat type. And surprisingly enough, the beam spray gun, I really like the design of this beam spray gun, by the way. This beam spray gun's actually surprisingly good at just picking people off. I missed that. I would have been in the counter. Beam spray gun's surprisingly good at just stealing kills and picking people off. It's really good. In general, my advice is level 1, level 2, you're golden. Anything really past that, you're better off using something that's native to the tier.
Long-range communications established.
You can absolutely make it work. I think that
Picking
the
firm.
Sharzaku is good at any tier you use it in.
This
You
is
can
a
use it
good
at level
start.
4 and it will do pretty freaking well. That's mainly because it has maneuver armor more than anything else.
Long-range supporting fire incoming. An allied unit has been destroyed.
Somehow I don't get that,
Enemy
but
mobile suit is down.
Gymland combat
Enemy
type, right.
assist. Supporting
It's
fire
was a
incoming.
native
Now's
250
your
raid.
chance.
250 raid, only 2 swings by the way, so it's one of the shooty raids that I love and that I just love to death.
Your mobile suit has been
Decent
destroyed.
Vulcan HP from what I remember. It has a railgun. How that's different from a bazooka, because it looks like a bazooka, is it has no splash damage and lightning fast projectile
Allied
velocity.
unit has been destroyed. Select
Lightning
where
fast
and how
projectile
to save
velocity,
the
so you
account.
kind of use it like a beam rifle. Only has 3 shots in the magazine, but the reload isn't all that bad. Beam spray gun as a secondary, and I think the beam spray gun will stun in 2 consecutive hits. I think.
The enemy has secured a beacon. 2 minutes left in the requesting to.
So
This
if
is
you
a
like your
good
shooty raids, if you
target
like your
practice.
G3,
An
if you
allied
like your
unit has been
G-Line Light,
destroyed.
if you like your good plan, I think this thing's pretty analogous to it. Now this is also a bad thing. For some reason, dumbass, not me.
Mobile suit is down.
I was kidding, yes me. One of our teammates decides to spawn in a corner where he doesn't really have any escape and he can just be, surrounded and picked apart. We have kind of no choice but to jump in and sort of help him.
Minor damage. No need. Ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
And the Zogak
Taking
just
significant
ignores me, so
damage.
that's nice.
Be careful.
Got countered for it, so...
Enemy mobile suit is
And
down.
it still worked. So it certainly worked out for my fingertip butt in the end. But because the railgun can be so hard to use, you might have to wait for your shots there. You saw what I did right there, is I didn't fire right away. I waited so I can guarantee it. So we're in a situation that I love to say, like, alright, if we do nothing, we win. So I'm gonna sit here and do nothing. They're winning by almost 3,000. Yeah, even if they kill us all, even if they win this next team fight and just completely wipe us, I don't think they can win it.
Ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. Your unit is being repaired.
But teammates aren't exactly reading the situation the same way I am. They're still fighting out there. I think this is a quick match. I can talk about quick matches versus rated matches later, but top tip in quick matches, you're gonna get, no matter if you're S rank, A rank, whatever the hell, you're always gonna get a kind of lower quality teammates in quick matches as compared to rated, at least in my experience. Not enough to get the kill on the Dom Trooper. But Gymland combat type's still really good.
We won.
And it doesn't really need all that much help. In fact, it doesn't need any at all. Yeah, I praise him because he actually helped. He actually decided to help me out there. Like, what I got was it 9-1? Yeah, I have to pause right here. 9-1. This thing is it's pretty good at just slurping up kills like that. You know what I'm saying? Really good at just slurping up low health guys. Because you can do G3 things in it, right? You can railgun into knockdown, into spray gun, into knockdown again, or downswing, I should say. And that does a pretty good chunk of damage, all things considered. So anyway, guys, before I forget, remember to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you next time.
Here are your rewards from this battle.
Let's see what I get here. Tickets. It is what it is.